All right, today I'm going to help you discover a top strategy on how to attract hot prospects and leads without pressuring people, without having people run from you, block you on social media, or you feeling uncomfortable. So if that sounds good to you, do me a favor and let me know where you're watching from, as you join. And we've got a lot to cover, so I'm excited. I'm just getting the comments ready. And anyway, let me know where you're watching from. What city, what state, what province in Canada. Today, I am going to take you to school. We're going to have fun, and I'm going to teach you how to attract those hot prospects. So do me a favor, let me know where you're watching from. We got this broadcasting into multiple platforms, actually 8 different places today. We got you on YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, multiple Facebook groups. So we got people that will be tuning in from all over the world. Yes, most people will be watching on replay, but if you're able to join live, that's going to be awesome. Hey, Fred, great to see you. We got people from New Brunswick. Thanks for joining. And hopefully you're able to take some notes, but I would encourage you maybe just to, hey, from Lincoln, California. And do me a favor, if you let me know where you're watching from, you have to give StreamYard permission to show your name. So it'll just say Facebook user. But again, just let me know your name, where you're watching from. That'd be awesome. But anyway, but what I'd encourage you to do is really just take it all in. Listen, maybe take a couple notes, but focus on what I'm talking to you about, what I'm teaching you, what I'm sharing with you. I've got some great numbers, statistics, and things that I have used to blow up my brand all around the world. And it's now simpler than ever. And the great thing is, at the end of this, I'm going to show you how to use one of the tools that I use for free, even better. But now we have the ability to touch and impact lives all over the world like never before. So if that sounds good to you, and here's what I want you to do, because I am going to ask you, hey, listen, you don't have to take a ton of notes. I want you to engage, right? Hey, Jane, thanks for joining. All right. Hey, Crystal from Texas, because this is a two-way street. This lets me know that you're getting value from the live stream. I want to know your questions. Several ways that I want you to participate. Okay. One, I want you to let me know where you're watching from. And then 2, I'd like for you to share some of your aha moments. So just put in the comments below, aha, if you have an aha moment. If you have someone, maybe you're in real estate, insurance, network marketing, maybe you're the owner of a company and you're like, man, I need some of my employees to see this. Make sure to tag them and let them know so they get the value as well. But we're going to go ahead and get straight into it because I want to make sure that I get straight to the good stuff. Les Brown had a quote, and I've heard it multiple times since then, that attention is the new currency. Attention is the new currency. I've heard other people say that money follows attention. Money follows eyeballs. The more people that you have following you and your brand, the more you're going to be able to solve people's problems. You're going to be able to make a bigger impact. You're going to be able to serve and help more people. So attention is the new currency. And listen to these numbers. And what's crazy is I had some numbers listed that were a few months old. And the rate at which these numbers have changed blew my mind. So number one, there are 4.9 billion people on social media right now in the world. As of March 2023, 4.9 billion. And it's forecasted there will be 5.85 billion by the end of year 2027. If you used to be in business, your little town, your city, your area, that was your market. Now you have the ability right from your smartphone, right from your computer, to be able to market to the entire world, help people, share your message. On average, the typical social media user interacts on 6.6 social media platforms. All right, let me know in the comments, what's the platform that you're on the most? Okay, give me your top 1 or 2. Let me know in the comments. I'm curious. Social media is used by 85% of the world's 5.27 billion mobile phone users. And then the last statistic, on average, a person uses social media for 2 hours and 35 minutes every day around the globe, right? Every day. So we got Facebook, we've got Instagram, Hey, Glennis, what is GB? Am I missing that? GB. I'm not sure which one that is. Facebook, Instagram. Okay. That's good to know because again, this platform right now is plugged into 8 different Facebook groups, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, all of those. All right. Okay, Facebook. Gotcha. All right. I was like, hey, GB, is that a new one? All right. Now, I want you to also think about this. Every single one of you has a gift. Every single one of us, I believe, we're made in the image of our Creator, and we have something that you're really good at. You're talented. And I'm not telling you anything that you don't know, because you have that burning desire. You have that feeling deep down inside where you know, hey, listen, I know I was created for more, but yet you're holding back. You're not going out there and living toward your full potential. And it doesn't matter what it is. You're one connection away, one door away, one viewer away from a whole new world. I've given you the example before. The guy that was very frustrated because he only had 12 views. He's like, man, I've got 12 views on my videos. One of them is my mom. One of them is my grandmother. Then I've got a friend or two. But what he didn't know was that one lady saw the video, who worked with Oprah, who showed the video to Oprah, who hired the guy to work for her magazine, that completely changed his life overnight. Or if you look at, for example, I was watching, any Garth Brooks fans, on here, I'm kind of telling my age, but anybody love Garth Brooks? Well, he's got a documentary on Netflix. And I love studying successful people, no matter what field it's in, whether it's a musician, it's an entrepreneur. Well, I was watching the documentary, and Garth Brooks had been rejected by 7 different music labels, every one of them. So he was batting 100%, like going, nope, we don't want you. No one's going to want you. But yet he went into this little honky-tonk bar where they would have different people play music. And one of the acts that night did not show up. So like, hey, Garth, you know what? We need someone, and you're pretty much the only one we have here that could fill in. Do you want to do that? He said, of course. He played that night, and that was the night that Capitol Records, I believe it was in the audience again. They'd already rejected him once, but when they heard him, they're like, hey, maybe we need to take a look. And then he went out there, and the rest is history, okay? Or the night that he was in this little teeny bar, and there was a guy singing this song, and he's like, hey, I would love if I ever hit it big, because that guy was working at UPS, but then writing songs on the side, and Garth was failing and being rejected by music labels. Hey, I'd love to, if I ever hit it big, sing that song. And this guy's like, if you ever hit it big, I'd love for you to sing that song. And that was, I believe it was The Dance. The Dance. One of the best-selling songs of all times, which changed both of their lives. But it was that one connection, that one connection. Well, let me ask you in the comments, what does it normally take? Well, what did it used to take before social media? If you wanted to get in front of 10 people, you had to go out and you had to rent a room. You had to get the back of a restaurant. You had to reserve it. You probably had to pay money. You had to guarantee that you're going to spend so much money and say, hey, listen, I want this spot on this day. If they had a food and beverage minimum, then you had to do massive inviting, or you had to run ads in the newspaper, and you'd have to have 50 to 100 people say they would show up. And you're lucky if 10 actually show up, just to get in front of 10 people. But yet now you have the ability to get right on your phone and do a quick little video and have people from all around the world. And we're like, oh man, I only got 5 views, 10 views, 15 views. But in reality, you just did that in an instant. And then it only takes one time for that video or something to pop off, where all of a sudden it's an explosion overnight. Let me ask you, how many of you have heard of Mr. Beast? Let me know in the comments. How many of you have heard of Mr. Beast? And by the way, I've got some, make sure you hang on. At the end, I've got something that you're going to be able to use for free to do what I'm talking about and even more. You don't have to go to Hollywood. You don't have to hire people. You don't have to do any of those things nowadays. I'm going to show you how to do it for free at the very end. Okay, so Caroline's heard of Mr. Beast. We've got Indra. I'll say your name. You keep showing up. I promise I'll say your name correctly. Well, Mr. Beast, at 2014, all he didn't even put the video camera on him. He showed his screen where he was playing a video game. 2014, all he has is this crappy computer. And he finally passed 1,000 subscribers. And you can go look on YouTube his old videos. And when he was working so hard, he's like, man, I was a teenager and I was working so hard, but I was only making $1 a day. $1 a day. All right, Karen, you're going to go look at him now and you're going to be blown away, especially when I share with you what I'm getting ready to share with you. So he's making $1 a day. So finally he's building up, and he was saying, hey, look, I ended up getting to 200,000 followers on a junky old phone that had a horrible camera. So first it was a horrible laptop or computer. Then it was a horrible phone. Then he finally gets his first brand deal, because remember, attention is the new currency. Money follows eyeballs. Money follows influence. So he gets his first brand deal. They go, look, we'll pay you $5,000. He's like, listen, if you double it to 10,000, I'll give it to a homeless person. And they doubled it, probably thinking he's never going to give it to a homeless person. He gave it all to a homeless person. And so what he ends up, let's fast forward. When I was looking today, one of his channels has 140 some million subscribers. There's another one. And when you go look at his old videos, he's like, look, I don't know how I got to 1,000 subscribers because all my videos suck. They're so bad. Why do you guys want to subscribe to me? But you know what? He was authentic. He was real. He was not a dynamic speaker. And people could relate to that. And they were giving him hope. And he was documenting his journey. He wasn't worried about creating. He was just worried about documenting. Hey, here's what I'm doing today. I'm playing a video game. Hey, I did this today. He videoed, hey, I'm walking up to a homeless person. I'm going to give this $10,000 and change their world. So they were going through the journey and inspiring and motivating other people, entertaining other people. So fast forward, he's 24 years old now. He just turned down $1 billion for someone to buy his following and his brand. He said it would be a minimum of $10 billion to buy this 24-year-old's businesses. So he's turned that into all types of things, because now all of these eyeballs, all of this attention is on him, and he can just do one announcement, one thing, and blow it up. Okay, let's talk about this other guy. This guy's name is Keith. Keith is a guy that recently, if you look him up on TikTok, he's not a dynamic speaker, but he's a real person, and you can tell his heart. How many of you have heard of Keith that does food reviews? Anybody heard of Keith that does food reviews on TikTok? I'm sure he's probably, going out to other platforms as well. But recently he showed, he had just a plain wall with paint. He had his little child's plastic table it was a teeny little, those little plastic kids tables where they do Play-Doh and all that kind of stuff. He would sit at that with a little plastic chair. He would prop his phone up against a sugar dish. He didn't have fancy equipment. He didn't have a fancy camera. But what he would do is he would be like, hey, listen. And he's not even doing a great job on the video part, because he'll zoom in, zoom out. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that it's professional, because nowadays people want more real and authentic than they do something that looks overproduced. But now he is blown up to the point, because what he would do is he will go in, people will message him. Someone messaged the other day and goes, hey, listen, my dad has cancer, but yet his dream was to have this restaurant. We're struggling, but we've got such great food and we love people. If you could ever get a chance, he goes in, he gets the food, he reviews it, and their business changes overnight. And it's one story after another. And all of a sudden the video gets 1 million views from one food review. And then there's people flooding in the doors. And now this guy the other day, Keith videoed him walking into his little girl's room, picking up the plastic table, picking up the little teeny chair, and turning off the light because of their new life. Now they have Hollywood. They're inviting him to do TV shows and everything else. And he's like, look, God has completely turned around my life. We didn't have money for anything just a short period of time ago. Mr. Beast, just in 2017, he's only 24 years old now. He was a teenager making $1 a day just a few years ago. Money follows eyeballs. Attention is the new currency. How many of you are having some aha moments and realizing, hey, listen, I need to really think about this? And we're going to get to what I want to share with you here in just a second, because I want to help you. This is not just a live for me to go, hey, look, I want to inspire you and motivate you and you to feel good. That doesn't do you any good. Inspiration does no good if you don't take and turn it into action. And we think we have time. We don't know how much time we have. We keep going, when I get to this place and when I finally achieve this, today is the day that we need to go ahead and take action. I was asking my son, I'm like, hey, how many people do you know on TikTok or different that they blew up for something crazy? He's like, hey, there's one guy that cuts wood. I'm like, oh, does he make like pretty like furniture and stuff? He's like, no. His name is Thor. I think it's Bradley Thor or something, but he just cuts wood. And I just looked, he has like 8 million followers. I saw another guy that was taking a hammer and busting glass and making this beautiful artwork with a hammer and just like a windshield or any type of glass and just tapping it. Today, every single one of you have a God-given talent, ability, something, whether it's encouraging someone, whatever type of skill it is. Let me know in the comments, what is something you're extremely passionate about? What is something that everyone says to you, hey, you know what? You've got a gift. Here's what it is, the way you communicate, the way you encourage. Oh my gosh, your artwork is amazing. Why are you not singing on stage? See, today, you don't have to go to Hollywood. You don't have to pick up your family, go to Hollywood, and live on the streets begging for an interview, trying to apply for different, to be cast on different movies and different TV shows. You now can build whatever you want right from where you are right now, and there's no excuses. So let me show you how to do this in a better way. Be smarter, be more effective, be more efficient. And yet you're working hard, but you're working smart. And I want you to hang with me. Share with me in the comments. And again, I'm trying to get you to engage with me this time. Like normally I'm trying to hurry up, get on, get off. But I love this going back and forth. Okay, so Howard says, look, meeting people, connecting. Alicia, encourager, making jewelry. Okay, Adair, passionate about helping people. All right, thank you for sharing your aha moments as well, because I go back and I look at those and then I know what else I need to come back and train you on as well, give you hopefully more value. Why are you building your business? Most of you that are watching, either you're an entrepreneur, you're the CEO of your own company, you have a big company, you're in network marketing, real estate, you're an independent contractor, or you're looking to go that route. So let me know, what is your reason that you're building your company? I want to remind you before I give you the next few tips. Right? So Craig is great at growing leaders. I'm excited to speak at Craig's event coming up here really soon, right? Can't wait to be with all of you. Jane is known for being positive. So Jane can jump on and share that positivity, encourage. People need that more than ever, where the economy and the world is going, right? It was Gretzky, the hockey player, said, look, I don't skate where the puck is, I skate where it's going. So Jane, we know that the next few years, as we're going through these winter times, that people are going to need encouraging more than ever. Financial freedom, independence. I want you to take some time and not only write down why you're building your business, but I also want you to write down the pain that you're going to suffer and your family is going to suffer if you don't go out and achieve your goals and your dreams. So when you have your vision of why you're doing it and you have the pain of what you're going to experience, missing family moments, all those crazy things, the push and the pull is magical, because that's going to get you to do things that you've never done. Because when I share this with you, you may go, hey, look, I'm not sure if I'm comfortable doing this. Good. You want to get comfortable at being uncomfortable. Comfort zones keep you in that same lane forever. It's like the bumper cars. They're just bumping you back and forth no matter what happens in your life. How can I not break out of this pattern that I'm in? Well, your future is hidden in your daily repeating patterns. So to get something different, we have to think differently. We have to behave differently to get different results. And when you start to embrace, hey, look, I want to get comfortable at being uncomfortable, knowing that if this is my comfort zone and my life of my dreams is over here, everything I want is outside of that comfort zone, then you're going to be willing to do some of the things I'm sharing with you. And this is so simple. And you're going to do it messy. and you're not going to feel like you're ready. That's okay. So here's a top strategy. Stay with me to the very end to tell you how you can do this for free and start today attracting those hot prospects and leads, people that want to do business with you, people that reach out to you and say, please tell me more about what you do. Because through video, just like this right now, you know whether you know, like, and trust someone pretty quickly. It used to be, it was all written. Maybe it was going through the snail mail of the post office. Maybe it was emailing somebody over and over and over again. Well, there's so many distractions in the world today. To get someone's attention, video is one of the best ways, and live streaming, where it's like a reality TV show. Why are out of the top 10 TV shows, why are the majority of them the top TV shows? They're reality TV shows. It's real. If I mess up right now, which I have, and I will before we're finished, it's okay. You're going to see it, right? Because we're doing this live. There's no redo. I mean, I could delete it and try to redo it, but you're real. You're authentic. They know if they know, like, and trust you like this. It's an accelerator. So the way that you do that is you want to start using live stream. I want to challenge every one of you in the next 24 hours to go live. And here's why. I don't care if you jump on and you go, hey, listen, everyone, I was challenged to do this, and I'm so freaking scared right now. You can't see my knees, but they're shaking. But I wanted to stretch outside my comfort zone, and I wanted to tell you about something that I'm really passionate about. And then share 1, 2, 3 little nuggets with the people and go, thank you so much for taking time. You will be shocked. People will cheer you on. They will get behind you because you're real, you're authentic, and you're giving them inspiration that they can go out and do the same thing. So live streaming, just like right now, increases your reach. When you're live streaming, it's like Jen says, real and relatable. Crystal says exactly. Okay, so what I can do is I can go on here and go, hey, listen, Crystal said we fail to move forward. You're exactly right. Also, Crystal, I appreciate you being transparent. I had a breakdown today feeling like a failure. Crystal, the most successful people I've ever met are the biggest failures. But what they do is they look at failure a little bit differently. I don't fail. I win or I learn. And when you fail, what you do is you evaluate what just happened. What can I learn from it? And you move forward. But as all of you are on here right now, let's see who else we have. Okay, so we got Kathy says encouraging cookie gifts. You know what, Kathy? That sounds great to me, actually. Anytime you need to encourage someone, send me some cookies. There we go. We've got Alicia, financial freedom and independence. But see, as you're engaging here with me, okay, a two-way communication, it expands the reach. You never know, because you just engaged, it expanded the reach, and someone that is praying for encouragement, they're praying for a breakthrough, happens to see this live and like, man, I needed this today. Like, what a gift. So not only does it increase your reach, helps you build a larger audience. And by the way, when you're going live, your vibe attracts your tribe. There's some people, their training style is just not our training style. I may not be your style. Then there's some people you're like, hey, I can relate to that person. Just somehow how that person teaches and trains, I get it. So it increases your reach. It increases engagement. What we're going through right now, it builds brand awareness. Brand awareness. I heard that Target and Walmart, or Target, they're going to start their own type of affiliate and influencer program. I was looking last week at this guy. All he does, he hadn't produced any products at all. He went on Amazon. He created an account where he reviews other people's products. That's it. But yet he was making 6 figures in 6 months because he started attracting eyeballs. He started attracting attention. And then those people go on and they want to buy whatever product and they click on the link. He gets a percentage of that sale. So now companies are looking to increase their affiliate programs. Do you know how many companies have reached out to me recently that have affiliate programs? Like, look, we really want to put a focus on affiliate programs, like, because we want to be able to get to the masses. So that's a big deal. The content creation, the affiliate programs, companies sponsoring you, all of that is moving at a very high pace. And as you build your brand, I have people reach out to me weekly. Now, I've had people this last week, I will give you several $1,000s, Darren, for one post, but it didn't go with my brand. I'm like, no, it's not going to. I have people offer me free clothes, free watches, free colognes, all kinds of stuff, because they see the following and they know if I like it and I promote it, it's going to drive sales. So it's a win-win if it fits my brand. It gives you number 4, gives you the ability to generate revenue. It gives you the ability to generate revenue so many different ways. And number 5, it's cost effective. Like all of you that are watching right now, you're watching on this computer or you're watching on your phone. You can use live streaming today for free. And now what I want to do is I want to share with you, I have not gotten behind any programs that I promote, because if I promote it, number 1, I have to believe in it, or there's no way I'm ever promoting it. I don't care if you offer me $1 billion. Number 2, I have to believe that it's going to help and serve the people that I'm working with. So the platform that I'm using right now is called StreamYard. And I'm going to show you, you can actually go get an account for free. If you just go to this link, iwiluntil.com/StreamYard, not only do they have a free version of what you're seeing right now, but also they're going to give you a $10 credit if you want to upgrade to the $25 a month plan or more, but there's a free version. Now, why do I recommend using StreamYard? Because I've been using this for a long time and it has helped me tremendously. And I want to share with you why. I used to have to go, okay, if I want to go live stream, if I want to have YouTube, I need to set up my phone. I need to set up another computer for Facebook. I need to set up another computer for this. It was impossible. So StreamYard, you can multi-stream on multiple platforms all at once. Right now, not only am I on multiple platforms, I'm in several Facebook groups. So it's YouTube, it's LinkedIn, it's Twitter, it's Facebook, it's multiple Facebook groups, all at one time. So by the time this live is over, by the time it's on replay and you share this with people that you're like, man, I know someone that needs to hear this, then what's going to happen is this is going to go to thousands of people all around the world. And how many live streams did I do? 1. This is like your own movie studio. This is the way I look at it. Your own production studio. Because not only did I come on and pop up my brand, do y'all like that? I think it's pretty cool, right? The brand that's up, you can change that. But then I can pop up links. It syncs all the comments into one place. So all I did was attach it to my groups, and it's very simple, and then went go live, and it goes live in all of them immediately. Then all of your comments come into one place. So Kelly, yes, you'll be able to watch this on replay, and you can tag anyone that you know should hear this information as well. So can you imagine if you have an organization, real estate agents, mortgage, if you're a mortgage broker, if you're in network marketing, and you teach your team to use live stream on top of other things that they're doing. So yes, they're prospecting potential clients. Yes, they're doing all the basics, those fundamentals. But then you get 5, 10, 20 people that understand the power of live streaming, and they go live, and they can go live on up to 8 platforms, and they start building their brand, building their influence, building their attention. The best trained team wins. If I was local in real estate right now, let me tell you what, I would train those people to the point we're going to build our brand. We're going to build our influence. We're going to think outside the box. When things are going down, we're going to gain market share. If I was in mortgage, financial services, I'd be doing the same thing. If I was a distributor in network marketing, I'd be doing the exact same thing. Going, listen, you focus on the basics. You don't get distracted from the basics, those basic fundamental building blocks. However, in addition, the icing on top of the cake, we're going to teach our people how to go out and use live streaming, work smart, because the other thing that happens with this afterwards, it's recorded. So now you can edit this video. And by the way, if you're like, I don't know how to edit, It's very simple. But if you're like, I don't care if it's simple, Darren, I don't want to spend my time, guess what? You can go on Upwork, you can go on Fiverr, you can hire people for a few dollars an hour, and they can edit this, but it has the software all built in. I promise you, you can do it very simply. TikToks, Reels, video clips. You can multi-purpose all of this right just from one video. So I'm going live one time. It's broadcasting into 8 different places. At the end, I have the recordings. We'll turn it into dozens of pieces of content that we can put on TikTok, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, which is going to get hundreds and thousands of views. And by the way, you're like, hey, Darren, I don't have that big of a following. Do you know how quick that can happen? If you're consistent and persistent, I'll give you one example that I do not recommend. I mean, I guess you could, but there was a learning lesson for me too. So one night I took and my daughters were doing a TikTok video, and I walk out. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go viral. Let me set my TikTok up. And they're like, their words were, no one wants to see a cringy middle-aged man on TikTok dance. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to beat both of you. And I was just goofing off, but I have done video enough to know, hey, look, let me find a song. Let me find something that's kind of fun. Let me title it the right way. Well, in just 2 weeks, it had 750,000 views. And I put on 20-some thousand followers, new followers, in a few days. Now, the challenge was I was using bait that wasn't my ideal audience. I mean, if I want middle-aged women, they're looking for a man. Yeah, that was what it attracted. So that's what I'm saying. You want to do the right things to attract your audience. But the point of that funny video of me embarrassing myself, but then my daughter, all their friends start going, your dad is famous on TikTok. He's got more followers than us. Really not famous. I was just goofing around and people laughed. People want to be entertained. They want to be trained. They want to be educated. They want to be inspired. But the point of that, you can go with technology now. You're one video away from thousands of new followers. You're one video away from one connection, like the guy whose one view was Oprah that changed his world. You're one connection away, like Garth Brooks in that little honky-tonk bar. When one person didn't show up, they asked him to go up, and that changed his life. Or Steve Harvey. How many of you love Steve Harvey? I love Steve Harvey. He lived in his car for years. And then same thing happened to him. He was at a comedy night. It wasn't supposed to be his night. He went, they go, hey, this person didn't show up. So next week, Steve Harvey's supposed to be here. Steve Harvey, are you here? Come on up. And he's like, oh, dang, I wasn't prepared. But yet he knocked it out of the park. They paid him $50. He was crying on the way home when a friend with him said, why are you crying? It's just $50. He goes, you don't understand. I was born today. Like, this is what I was made for. That completely changed the trajectory of his life, that now you can pretty much turn on the TV or turn on social media. He's everywhere every single day. One connection, one door, one viewer. And this is the way that you're able to do that. So I would go get your StreamYard account. It's free. Get your team to get their StreamYard account. It's free. Your agents, your whoever's working with you, your advisors, and get it and start live streaming. Just do it. My friend, Sean Cannell, one of the top 20 YouTubers in Forbes, he always says, punch fear in the face. Just punch fear in the face and press record. So I'm encouraging you today, press fear in the face and press go live. Sean shows his first video. It was terrible, right? He says it was terrible. We all laugh. We all have those videos. But thank God he still has that video, because if you see him now, you're like, oh my gosh, this dude is one of the best YouTubers in the world. He's got millions of subscribers. He makes tens of thousands a month just on affiliate money. People that pay him to shout out their name once in a while or put something in a description of a video. Tens of thousands a month. That doesn't count his courses, his programs, his events. That's just the icing on top of the cake. So let me know. I'm going to hang out here with you just for a second. Did any of you have an aha moment? If so, let me know in the comments. If you have any questions on what I've shared, and by the way, StreamYard, it's so simple. Once you get it, there's YouTube videos. They have back office support. Again, you can get a free account. But go through the trainings, you could do webinars, all kinds of cool stuff with StreamYard. All right, so less thinking and more doing. All right, it just says Facebook user, but whoever said that, amen. Okay, less thinking and more doing. All right, so Jane said only one connection can change everything. Isn't it exciting? And what I do is I just go, look, the world is conspiring to do me good. I can't wait to see who God leads me to today. I can't wait for awesome new opportunities that are coming my way. I've got on my whiteboard over here, I'm a magnet for greatness. Like great things come to me. That's a pretty cool way to think, right? All right, so this sounds good. I've just been repeating videos on multiple platforms. Exactly. All of us are busy. So to me, I want to work hard, but let me work smart. And this allows me to do that. Howard, all it takes is one door to open for your life to change. Be consistent. Be consistent. That is so true. All right, so I'm not comfortable on video, but definitely see the value for your real estate business. You know what? No one's really comfortable when they get started, but to get something different than the masses, we have to do something different. The masses will be uncomfortable and never act, never execute. So the key is feel the fear. That's courage. You feel the fear, but you go do it anyway. So I challenge you to go out there and do that video. So Crystal said, when I fail, I win or I learn. I love it, Crystal. All right, and let's see. Being consistent. Do I just live stream the same info or do I talk about other stuff? Angela, here's what I would do. I would mix it up. If you think about your ideal, they call it ICA, ideal customer avatar. So depending on what you're marketing, who is your target market? So ideal customer avatar, that's a whole nother conversation, but it'd be like, hey, look, I market to single moms that work 2 jobs, that whatever. But when you know exactly who you're talking to, then you can create the content for that person, knowing the problems that they go through. And normally your ideal customer is a previous version of you. So if you're creating content and adding value, solving problems, and it could be one tip. It could be one tip once a day for 5 days just to launch you, or it could be once a week you're going live and you're talking about different things. But again, adding value most likely to the previous version of you. All right, let's see if there's any more. Going live is where it's at, but I've never done one. I'm super nervous. It's okay. It's okay. Again, I challenge you. Okay, Alicia, feel the fear, but do it anyway. Be real, be transparent, talk about something you're comfortable with. That makes it a little bit simpler when you're getting started. But just jump on, press go live. When you see it, you're live. Go, hey everybody, I just got off a training where a mentor of mine encouraged me and challenged me to go live. And I got to be honest with you, I'm so dang nervous, my knees are knocking. But I wanted to talk to you about something today that I'm passionate about, and that is this. And so it could be just 3 to 5 minutes. But what you'll find is the longer you go, the more comfortable you feel. And then when you see them engaging with you, they're going to encourage you and you go, oh, thanks so much, Craig. You know, I appreciate that. And hey, everybody, does anybody have any questions? Maybe you're talking about eating healthy. Maybe you're talking about meditation. Maybe you're talking about a ministry or a charity or a foundation that you love and care about. And what's going to happen is they're going to feel that through the camera, because they can see your eyes, they can hear your passion, and you being real. I'm telling you, it's better than you pretending like you're not scared and faking it, because people can read that a mile away. When you're yourself and you're just transparent with people going, listen, I'm scared, I'm nervous, but I'm going to do it anyway. because that's how much I care about this cause. That's how much I care about sharing my story to inspire other single women that are single parents. That's how much I care about my charity or my cause or my mission. I wish I would have known these things earlier in my life. And so I'm going to share them with you. If I just have one person that sees this today, and let me tell you, let me warn all of you, let me warn you, it's addictive. When you start impacting people's life and you realize you have the power right from your smartphone to change the people's lives all around the world, it's addictive. You want to get on, you want to have that conversation. You may not want to talk to some of your family during the day, but you'll want to get on here on social media. That's me. Like, I crave getting on here, connecting with you, because your vibe attracts your tribe. And if they don't like you, right? If they don't like my message, they don't like how I talk, my accent, my shiny bald head, it's okay. They don't have to ever plug back in. The ones that keep plugging back in, they're the ones that are vibing with you, and they're going to want to hear from you and going to encourage you. And then you're going to get to where you're hooked. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, like, I can't wait to go live. Oh, this is so good too. Another aha moment is writing down the pain if I don't reach my goals, the disappointment I will feel if I have to go back working a public job. Let me tell you, I did this in a coffee shop, and we'll close out here in like 2 minutes. I did this in a coffee shop one time when I was going through changes, going, okay, what do I really want to do? And I was writing down all the reasons, like, here's what I really want. I took off my judge's robe. If money, resources, time, all of it's unlimited, like, I'm turning the dream machine on, and that clarity gave me focus. Focus gave me energy. It gave me peace. I just felt energized, like I had a bunch of shots of espresso. But then I go, what is the pain? And I would recommend you dig really deep. So for me, it was like, man, I didn't realize how much money you have can determine whether you live or die until my dad had to have a bone marrow transplant, and we found that out. And that's a terrible time to find that out. When we left the hospital and my dad passed away, and my mom said, I'll smack the next person that tells me money's not important, because look at how much time it robbed our family of spending time together. And now it's too late. So I'm like, do I want to get to the end of my life and miss moments with my children, not being able to be on their field trips, having daycare, have to raise them? It's one thing if you want to and you've got other reasons, but money gives you options. I'm like, and me, I've got other passions, right? I've got some things I want to do when it comes to, I've never said this publicly. I'm going to say this now, right? And I'm trying not to cry. I love children. So one of the things I want to do, I want to start a foundation, whether you believe in abortion or not to debate, but it's going, listen, let me encourage you. If you are thinking about it, let me pay for you all the expenses to have the child, and we'll find parents for the child, right? Not fighting people about it, going, hey, listen, I love you, right? If you've already done that, that's, you know what? God forgives us. But let me encourage you, if you're thinking about it, let me give you the reasons to let me pay for it. You're giving life to a baby, and we're going to pay for all of it. And we're going to find it a home. You're blessing someone that couldn't have that. So that's one of my big goals. I want to get filthy, stinking rich to be able to save a lot of babies, right? So if you know someone that's thinking about that, reach out to me, right? Reach out to me and let's talk, right? Because I want to start that sooner than later. I've never said that on any live before. I don't even know what led me to say that, but that's one of my passions. So that's a pain that I'm going to experience if I don't go out there and make a lot of money fast, because it takes quite a bit of money to help someone do that, right? But that's a pain. And you see the tears in my eyes because I'm a crybaby, right? But that motivates me. So you have the pull of the vision of what you really want. You have the pain that you're going to experience. And let's think about this. We would die for the ones we love and care about. We would die for them. Yes or yes. But yet we are worried what someone thinks when they see us on social media. We're worried about what they think. Who cares what they think? When we get to the end of our life and we're on that bed, right? Are we going to go, man, I wish I'd have played it a little bit safer? I wish I would have listened to a few more people's opinion? No. You're going to be like, why in the heck did I hold back? Right? Now it's too late. I thought I had time. So now is the time to go out and go for it. They're going to talk about you if you don't go live. And let me also say this. If they're not talking about you, you're not living your full potential. You're not living toward your full potential. You're not. Because if you're putting your head above the crowd and you're doing what most people won't do, they're going to talk about you. You make them feel inferior. You make them feel guilty because they're not willing to do it themselves. So the only way you don't have people talk about you is don't have anything, do anything, or be anything. Live a life of insignificance. So anyway, I don't know why in the world I got on that. But I did. And that's the beautiful thing about live streaming, right? You can share your heart. Not everybody has to agree with you, but guess what? You don't have to agree with me. I still love you anyway. I got friends of mine, they believe the complete opposite of what I do. And they do not get offended when I share my opinion. I don't get offended when they share theirs. And that's pretty amazing these days. You can actually disagree with someone and not hate them. You can disagree with someone and then agree to disagree. But what we do is they know that if I share something with them, it is because I love them. It is because I care about them. It is because I want to make a difference in their life. And I know the same. And that's the way you impact people, is you touch their heart before you reach out and want to grab a hand, right? And so people don't care how much you know till they know how much you care. So with that said, everybody have an amazing rest of your day. I want you to come back on this live. All right. How many of you are going to do this? I want you to get your StreamYard account. I want you to set it up, and I want you to go live within the next 24 hours. I don't care how long it is. I don't care what you talk about. And I want you to come back on here and let us know that you did. You can tag me in social media. And then all of you, here's what I want you to do. This community, this is a community. We're a family. We've got to look out for one another. So then what I want you to do is come back here and we congratulate and encourage those people. And then if you see somebody went live, go to their Facebook page and you comment, you watch it, you be the encourager, because all of us together, we can go so much further than we can by ourselves. So I appreciate you tuning in. I know we went a little bit longer, but I enjoyed having a conversation with you. and I appreciate all the aha moments and all the feedback. And I will be back again really soon. So have an amazing rest of your day. And by the way, let me throw it up one more time to get your affiliate link or your link to your site. And by the way, you can become an affiliate. So when you sign up, you can do like me. You can have your own affiliate link and then go share that with other people. And they get a $10 credit just like you do when you go to mine. And then you're going to get rewarded for sending them to yours. Yeah, it's only a few dollars, but guess what? It adds up, right? You're starting to build your brand. You're building your attention is the new currency, and that's all going in your direction. So again, have a blessed rest of your day. We will see you on the next training. Take care, everybody.